When they see you emerge from a mausoleum close by, their jaws drop open in amazement, as simultaneously they recognize who you are from the cut and color of your Grandmaster robes. Upon recovering their senses, the stewards volunteer to escort you directly to Baron Meda's castle. During the brief journey through the city, you're shocked to learn that a whole year has passed since you entered the Shadow Gate. Even though the time that you spent upon the Plane of Darkness seemed no more than a few days at most. Baron Meda...
What did you say the name of the Baron was? His full name?
Baron Tor Meda.
Okay.
We're supposed to trust a guy with that name?
Yes. Baron Meda is an old and trusted friend. I guess that explains your question. I answered it at least. And he welcomes your safe return to Tyson with a show of great warmth and affection. Having feared for the past year that you had perished during your pursuit of Wolfsbane, he's clearly delighted to hear that not only did you survive your ordeal beyond the Shadowgate, but that you also vanquished the impostor. Naturally, you are anxious to return to your Kai brethren without delay, and Meda gladly offers his help. He gives you the finest horse in his stables and assigns a troop of his personal bodyguards to escort you swiftly across Summerlund to the Kai Monastery. At the monastery, you receive a rapturous reception from the ranks of the Kai, for whom your return is the fulfillment of a year's hopes and prayers. Firestone, the most senior of the New Order warriors, dispatches journeymen to carry word of your triumphant return to the King in Holmgard and to Guildmaster Baindon, the leader of the Magicians Guild in Torren. Firestone had rightly assumed command during your absence, and, as he accompanies you through the grounds of the monastery to your vault below the Tower of the Sun, you commend him on how well he has conducted his stewardship of the monastery and the training of the Kai in his charge. "Thank you, my lord," he says with pride, "yet truly I cannot lay claim to all the credit. My duties would have been far harder to fulfill had it not been for the invaluable aid I received from your vice advisor, Lord Remoa, and Lord Arden of Desi.
And of course all our little minions still working to make burgers."
Indeed. These two old kingdom magicians, Lord Remoa and Arden, greet you the moment you enter the vault. I'm sorry, have we ever heard about a Lord Arden before?
I think we have on occasion.
Maybe we just can't remember him right now.
I remember Remoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Ever since you disappeared into the Shadowgate a year ago, they have resided at the monastery so that they could assist Firestone with the task of training the new Order of Kai. We sense that you were still alive. We sense that you were still alive somewhere in the void beyond the universe and Aeon, says Remoa, beaming delightedly. But neither I nor Arden were able to discern precisely when you returned to Summerlund. Come, Grandmaster, tell us of your adventures beyond the Shadowgates. Ooh, story time! Eagerly they listen to your account of how you tracked and defeated Wolfsbane and escaped from the throne hall of the Dark God. But it's your surprised revelation that Nor possesses the Moonstone of the Shi'Anti, which seems to fascinate and frighten them the most. "This is grave news indeed, Lone Wolf," says Lord Remoa in a suddenly somber tone. "The Moonstone contains great power. It can create life, and it can also destroy life, utterly. If Nor were able to fully harness its power, he could use it to destroy all life on Magnamund. I fear it is just a matter of time before he fathoms its secrets. The Moonstone was once a blessing for the creatures of this world. In Nor's hand, it could become the curse of us all." "I, for one, shall not permit this," he replied defiantly. "I shall find the means to return to the Plane of Darkness and retrieve the Moonstone. This I vow. For Summerlund and the Kai, so long as I live, Nor will never conquer Magnamund." "Your courage is an inspiration to us all, Grandmaster," says Lord Arden respectfully. "Aye, to us all," echoes Lord Remoa, "and be assured, Lone Wolf, soon you will have the opportunity to enact your pledge, for it is within our power to help you fulfill your vow." Lord Remoa summons a meeting of the secret council at the hall of the Magicians Guild in Torren. This gathering is attended by Magnamund's wisest men, many of whom have aided you in your past. Among the number you recognize Guildmaster Baindon, Vinian the Sage, Baron Meda, several of Desi's High Council elders, and the inner circles of magicians of the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star. It's a regular sausage party. Under Remoa's direction, these distinguished and gifted men deliberate how best they can help you to retrieve the Moonstone from the Plane of Darkness. A Shadowgate has long existed in the dungeons below the Guildhall, and it is quickly established that the High Council of Elders can, by pooling their ancient skills, use this portal to convey you to Nor's Forbidden Realm. The thought of journeying once more to the Plane of Darkness fills you with a sense of dread, yet this daunting voyage could prove to be but one of the lesser perils you will have to face if you are to fulfill your vow. You are sorely aware that once you arrive upon Nor's domain, Not only will you have to survive the attention of his loathsome followers, but you must also locate the Moonstone. Yes?
That's just the way that was worded. The attention of his loathsome followers. That sounds like we're going to a party we really don't want to attend, and that someone keeps chasing us around with a cheese tray.
Yeah, but I don't know what is worse. A party in the realm of darkness or a party in this, well, let us just put it as Cobra said, sausage fest.
Oh my.
I would frankly prefer the realm of darkness. At least we can kill something there. I like killing things.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the only thing I can think of right now is bratwurst.
What?
Anyway, and then return with it to your homeworld. The member of the Secret Council considers these problems at great length. Reassuringly, they're able to offer you some practical help in overcoming them. You accompany the members of the Secret Council to the deepest chamber below the Guildhall, wherein lies the Dacian Portal. It is a perpetual entrance to a Shadowgate, and it's one of only a handful which exist upon Magnamund. For many centuries, the magicians of Torn have used this portal to banish criminals and traitors from Summerlund, believing that it led to the limbo of deep space from where there could be no escape. However, in recent years, the understanding...
hello, Superman. What are you doing here?
However, in recent years, their understanding of this portal has greatly increased, following your own journeys through similar Shadowgates. Inspired by your accounts of the planes of existence which lies beyond the material universe of Aeon, and by their own experimentation, the Brotherhood magicians and the elders of the High Council of Desi have since been able to achieve limited control over the forces which exist within these supernatural portals. Using their newly acquired knowledge of Shadowgates, coupled with their powerful arcane lore, the council members begin preparations for a ritual which will culminate with you stepping into the Dacian portal. Remora oversees the drawing of an intricate pentagram upon the flagstones at the threshold of the portal, whilst Guildmaster Bainton instructs his guildsmen in the recital of complex spell chants and the placement of magical artifacts at key points around the chamber. The preparations are painstaking and lengthy. During this period, you reflect on the quest you are about to undertake, and Lord Remore takes time to reassure you of the vital importance of your mission. He also offers you some magical items which could prove invaluable during your quest for the Moonstone. Remore ushers you to a refectory table at the entrance to the chamber, where Lord Arden is carefully arranging artifacts upon a sheet of scarlet silk, and he invites you to inspect these curious items. He glances at your sword belt and smiles when he sees the finely crafted hilt of a summersword protruding from your scabbard. "Well, I see you have no need of new weaponry, Grandmaster. Surely there can be no better blade suited to the slaying of the Dark God's foul creatures than one you already possess, the Sword of the Sun." "Aye," comments Arden, "'tis true. Your divine sword can vanquish any of Nar's creations. It may even possess power enough to smite the Dark God himself." Lord Arden's words lift your spirits. It is comforting to hear that you possess at least one effective weapon against the horrors you may have to face during your quest for the Moonstone. "It is a fine blade, Grandmaster," says Remore, "but be sure to use it with utmost discretion. It was crafted upon the plane of light, and it radiates a strong and goodly aura. In Norse domain, its radiant energies can attract unwanted attention."
Oh no, we really don't want his groupies coming after us.
But once again, we'll have to keep him in the scabbard until we actually face him.
But
I recall we actually had an item that masked the sword's presence even in the scabbard.
"But with respect, Lord Remore," you reply, "the scabbard in which I carry the summersword is woven from strands of pure collinium." You lift the sword in its scabbard and invite Remore to inspect it more closely.
I was right.
Yep. He steps forward and his eyes run up and down the length of the sword's seemingly plain sheath. Sagely, he nods his approval. "Indeed, it is collinium, and it will keep hidden the blade's true power from Norse foul spawn," he says, then he smiles wryly. "Until that is, the time comes when you decide to unleash that power against them." "Your scabbard will shield your goodly blade, Grandmaster," comments Lord Arden. "But what of yourself? You are imbued with kind powers that may readily be detected. Your formidable skills could alert Norse minions to your presence among them." You reach to your throat, unbutton the collar of your Kai ropes, and withdraw the platinum amulet by its braided cord. "I see that you already possess a sigil of power," says Lord Remore improvingly. "It seems you are better prepared for the quest than we had anticipated. It's like you've been doing this for a long time."
You know what? Normal was actually, well, he's kind of a hero, but still, it just feels, he he does not really feel like he deserves this sometimes.
With a nod of his head, he motions to Lord Arden, who then retrieves an almost identical amulet from among the items on the table. Arden gives the amulet to Remo and he slips it into his pocket. "You'll not be requiring this after all," he says. "But there is something which I'm sure you will find most useful, and I'm certain that you have not come across anything of its like before." I think they're just getting desperate to be useful at this point. "I'm sure we have something here you haven't collected on all your adventures, Wilbur. Just you wait. Even if we have to go to the bottom of our drawers."
Let's see what they have.
Once again, Remo motions to Arden, and the elderly wizard responds by taking up a small package that is wrapped in a silk handkerchief. Carefully, he unfolds the patterned silk square to reveal a book which is bound in jet black hide. A wave of nausea makes you swallow hard as your natural instincts detect that the origins of this book are wholly evil. Arden offers it to you and reluctantly you take it from him. "It was discovered a decade ago in Northern Desi," says Arden. "A party of our brethren found it on the Isle of Kor. It was buried in the ruins of Cousin
Wait,
Out."
let me guess. It's found in human skin, and his letters are written with blood.
Nicto, Klepto, something something. Did that work?
Klepto, Vrata, Nikto.
Carefully you open the stiff black cover and to your surprise you discover that the inner pages comprise several sheets of pliable metal. They have the feel of parchment, but they sparkle and glimmer like plates of polished steel. So maybe it's vampire skin.
We've encountered a book like this before.
Yeah. What was it
Remember,
called
there was
again?
that necromancer or dark mage or whatever we met once on a boat that tried a guy who wanted to turn him in for what was it, a price on his head. He had a book like that too.
Yep. You turn through the page and note that every one appears to be empty, devoid of script, pictures, or diagrams of any sort. "I do not see how this book will help my quest," you say as you flick back and forth through the seemingly empty pages. "This may be true while you're here in Summerlund," replies Lord Remoa. No, sorry, wrong voice. "But once you arrive upon the Plane of Darkness, I suspect that its secrets will be revealed. We of the High Council believe it contains information about the many realms and territories within Norn's domains. It may help guide you to the location of this Throne Hall and with luck to the Moonstone of Vishanti. So that's the help we can offer. A book that may or may not turn out to be a guidebook. Or maybe the former mage of Casanod's private porn stash."
You know what? When we return to Magnamond, we can always use it in case, fans come by and we need to sign names.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's his entire collection of weird fart jokes.
Why would he have
Okay,
weird...
now I'm interested in this book.
What? Ugh.
In any
It
case,
might be funny.
they might be. You're dubious as to the true value of this item, but in deference to Lord Remo's judgment, you agree to take it. You are now received as a special item the Tome of Darkness.
Okay, then maybe not fart jokes.
That's home of dark fart jokes.
In any case,
The
add
ones-
that
the
to
ones
your
that are too
colossal
edgy.
skirt of
That's
Malacia.
the first time the fart jokes.
In any case, you can now hang that book onto your giant skirt of miscellaneous junk.